everyone, how's it going? This is Nanice, and this is your astrology reading for the new moon in Virgo, which is happening on Tuesday, September the 7th at 2:52 a.m. Cairo, Egypt time. So a new moon is a time of a new beginning. A new seed is being planted in the darkness of the sky. When there's no moon out at night, which is during the new moon, it's dark outside. It is a time for planting a new seed and a new beginning. And this new beginning is going to be taking place in the sign of Virgo, which is a sign that concerns itself with purity, with health, self-sufficiency, practicality, critical thinking, and organization. So these topics could be highlighted around this time. Virgo is an earth sign. It marks the ending of the summer season, and we are reaping the harvest and organizing the crops that we have harvested. So you can take this metaphorically in your life. So whatever crops, literally or metaphorically, that have been harvested in your life at the moment, you're looking to put them in order. So that's what this new moon is about. So I'm going to start talking about it collectively, and towards the middle of the video, I'm going to start talking about what this may mean for you, for each individual sun or rising sign. I recommend looking at your rising sign because the topics tend to be much more accurate this way. So I'm really looking forward to this new moon. We're already in the new moon energy, but I believe this to be possibly the best lunation that we have left in 2021. I'm sorry to say that the rest of this year, from autumn onwards towards December, things could get a little bit more unexpected and unstable. So this is a time to kind of put your things in order and do what you can to make things kind of like bulletproof, or to kind of reinforce yourself for whatever may get thrown at you from the autumn onwards. This new moon is making a harmonious aspect to the planet Uranus. So it's making a trine. And this is, I believe, a very welcome thing. Uranus is a planet of sudden changes, sudden shocks, surprises, and liberation. So yeah, it's making a harmonious aspect, which means these things are going to come in a more pleasant way into our life. So the changes, the transformations, the surprises may come to you in a more pleasing way. And we're going to experience it as something that we like. During this new moon, Venus is making a trine to Jupiter. Traditionally, these are known as the two benefic planets. These are two planets that bring blessings into our lives. So I believe this to be a lovely thing. Whatever sweetness that is to be had around this time, it's going to be magnified, and we're going to experience it that much more sweeter. So that's something to look forward to during this new moon. So I believe that whatever you want to stabilize, whatever you want to secure from now until the end of the year, take the practical steps to do so now, because the planets are supporting you and making things easier for you at this time. And it may not be that case later on in the year. So that's all I have to say collectively. I'm going to go through each zodiac sign and say a few things about what this new moon could mean for you. So for Aries rising, this new moon is happening in your 6th house of daily routines, sickness, toil, labor, employees, workers, and pets. So you may have a new beginning having to do with these themes. For Taurus rising, this new moon is taking place in your 5th house of good fortune. It is also known as the joy of Venus. And as I said earlier, Venus is making a beautiful aspect to Jupiter, the planet of big blessings. So there may be a new beginning in the topics of something that you find pleasing, the topics of children, pregnancy, creativity, arts, recreation, hobbies, and whatever pleasure that is to be had, you may feel that it is magnified around this time. And this new start is going to throughout this lunar cycle, this is going to be slowly brought out to light. For Geminis, this is happening in your 4th house of your foundations, home, family, father, property, ancestry, land, hidden riches, secrets, mysteries, the grave, places beneath the ground. So this new moon is going to have to do with these topics. For Cancer, this new moon is happening in your 3rd house. So this new beginning is going to have to do with siblings, extended family, neighborhood or neighbors, folk culture, scholarly or journalistic activities, teaching, writing, communicating, the life of the mind, the everyday commute, short distance trips. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with those topics. For Leos, this new moon is happening in your 2nd house of personal possessions, money, personal resources, and assets, which includes your time and your skill set as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your money. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with these topics that I've just listed. For Virgo rising, this is very personal for you, this new start, and it's going to be happening in your 1st house of body, health, vitality, character, spirit, and psychology. So this new moon is going to trigger some sort of start that has to do with these very personal topics for you. For Libra rising, this is happening in your 12th house of hidden enemies, secrets, self-sabotage, addictions, hospitals, monasteries, retreats, prisons, isolation, ego loss. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with these possibly challenging topics. You may find, although possibly challenging, you may find it spiritually enriching. For Scorpio rising, this new moon is happening in your 11th house of friends, social groups, allies, benefactors, and wishes for the future. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with those topics. For Sagittarius rising, this new moon is happening in your 10th house of career, public reputation, what you are known for in the public eye, how you spend your time and your days. So for example, if you don't have a career, perhaps you're a stay-at-home dad or mom, or you are a caretaker, this can be considered 10th house topics. So you're going to have a new beginning having to do with what you are known for and what you use your time for. For Capricorn rising, this new moon is happening in your 9th house of God, higher education, spirituality, mysticism, astrology, law, politics, religion, long distance trips, foreign countries, foreign people, and foreign things. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with these topics. For Aquarius rising, this new moon is happening in your 8th house of death, taxes, loans, debts, inheritance, karmic debts, a sense of owing something to someone or someone owing something to you. Doesn't necessarily have to be any kind of material thing, but it's a sense of owing or indebtedness. I said death, but this doesn't literally have to mean death itself, but it could mean some sort of transformation. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with these topics. For Pisces, this new moon is happening in your 7th house of partnerships, spouse, one-on-one relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, but also includes romantic relationships, business partnerships, and clients. So there's going to be a new beginning having to do with those topics that I just listed. So that's all I have for you guys today for this new moon in Virgo. If you like this video, please like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. Thank you so much to my existing subscribers, and thank you for the likes, and thank you for commenting. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please email me. Wishing you all a very blessed new moon in Virgo, and I'll be speaking to you guys soon. Bye.